Hello, my name is Alex Dean from Professional Advantage in Australia. Today's topic is about a new feature in SharePoint 2013 called Image Renditions. This great feature will automatically create scaled-down versions of your images for use in web pages and wiki pages on your SharePoint sites. Previously, you had to either resize the images manually on the client or use some tricks and hacks to get hold of the thumbnail versions available in picture libraries. Now, SharePoint takes care of all that and makes choosing the right image size an absolute breeze. Let's have a look at a typical SharePoint web page, where you might have already inserted a picture onto the page. Notice how this picture right now, if you click onto Properties, has a total size of 209 kilobytes. And 209 kilobytes is a fairly big chunk of data that's being downloaded, specifically if you're looking at mobile devices, when actually the image should only be a couple of kilobytes big for this kind of size. So how do I create a scaled down version of my image? To do that, I go to the site settings of the phone, and on the site settings I've got image renditions. Within image renditions, out of the box already, you will have 4 different types of rendering templates available for use. A small 100 x 100 pixel size, 300 x 100, 468 x 220, and 120 x 68. If you would like to add your own, you can just simply go ahead and add a new image category to this, or a new rendition to this. I'm going to do this right now. When I'm putting images onto my home page, I want to have a 3-column layout, and I want my image to fit nicely into that 3-column layout. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new template called 3-column image and specify only a width of 300 pixels. You don't have to specify both the width and the height. So in this case I'm saying please make sure it stays within 300 pixels and adjust the height accordingly without changing the actual resolution or the proportions of the image. The next I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the actual image that I want to be editing. So I'm going to go to Site Contents, and within Site Contents I'm going to look for my library that's containing my image. In this case, my site collection images. And within my site collection images, I'm going to go to my site pages where I should find the image that I'm working on. So I'm using the Contosa headquarter image. To edit the renditions, I have to change my view to all assets. Pick the image I want to be editing, and in the ribbon choose Design. That allows me then to edit the renditions of the image. So you'll notice there's the 100 x 100, the 300 pixel one, the 3-column image size, the picture on top, notice how it's been cut off, and the large version of the picture for different uses within your intranet. So one thing you can do as well is you can change exactly which part of the picture he actually crops out. So for the 100 pixel size, you can actually move this and decide to have a different area available for the thumbnail that you might be using on different areas of the website. Once you're happy with the different renditions of your image, you can go back to your web page and start using the rendition of the image instead of the original one. So I'm going to go ahead and edit this page. And I'm going to take this image away. And insert the picture again from looking at site collection images on the site pages. under the home page I had my Contoso headquarter.
Why don't you just use
Now by default it's going to put in the very, very big version of the image onto that page. Now what you're not supposed to do is take this and resize it down to the size that you want it to be. That's what a lot of people have been doing in the past. It still means you look smaller, but in effect you're actually still going to be downloading the source file, in this case 200 kilobytes, and in some cases this could be 2 megabytes. Instead, what you should do is pick the rendition of that image. In this case I want to use my 3 column, which has got a width of 300 pixels. Automatically resizes it to my 300 pixels and puts it into the container. Now it looks very similar to its previous brother, but when I click onto the properties of this image now, you'll notice it's automatic at 300 pixels. You can also notice that this now is 10 kilobytes instead of 200 kilobytes big. So effectively a 20th of the size that it was previously. And what effectively happens is it gives me the Contoso headquarter JPEG, and then it adds a parameter to the end of it saying please give me rendition ID number 5. ID number 5 is the one that was 300 pixels wide. So in this presentation I showed you how to exchange your very large versions of your images with image renditions. I also showed you how to create your own custom rendition size that you can then use within your SharePoint intranet or your SharePoint public facing websites, and how using renditions can dramatically reduce the amount of data that's being downloaded to your client, specifically for your mobile devices.